Okay, well here it is. I've got a new phone and it takes much better video quality. Sorry about the other stuff, you guys. Thanks for subscribing and watching. I know the videos are a little bit low quality, but I'm working on improving them. This is part 2 to my tumbling video, and this is the final polishing. This is the stones all polished up. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out and get them cleaned up a little bit and give you guys a look, see what's got done with them. Okay, be right back with you. Okay, well here is, I believe it's a piece of a spear or arrowhead. I believe it's a piece of a spear, and I've got it in silly putty to help hold it for me so I can show it to you. I'm going to take and flip it over so you can see it real quick. Okay, and here it is. Here we are picking up where we left off. Pretty sure it's a spear or maybe some kind of a tool, but it's hard. It's not coming across on the video very well, but it's been napped really well. It's got kind of a weird round, kind of almost like a circle was in it once upon a time. Anyway, moving on. Here's another nice little arrowhead I found. I threw some quarters out to give you some size perspective. This is another piece of an arrowhead that's broken. I believe that was a tool. Kind of hard to see, it was napped. I believe this was some kind of a tool. It was napped. And there's that guy again. Just kind of giving you an idea of some of the stuff I'm finding. It's on a friend of mine's property. And where this property is, it's there's a big spring right there. And it's coming off the lava flows in southeast Idaho. And then there's a big spring. And I believe this was probably one of the first water spots that they had coming off the desert, maybe coming back from up around Salmon or Howell or that area. And I think that they used to practice or just sit around and relax and make arrowheads and spears there, because I see it made out of all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't typically see it made out of. And it looks like it was just practice for some of it. Okay, and now on with the other rocks that I got done tumbling. Okay, so what I have here is I have a piece of that spear, real quick, I'll show you, under UV light, and it does do kind of a nice orange under this tube kind of black light. Now just a second and I'll show you the other black light I have. Okay, now here it's under an LED black light, and it looks more purple than orange. It's got a little bit of orange going to it, but doesn't really fluoresce that well. Now I'm going to tip this LED black light up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my LED wand black light, and compare that to my tube black light. Which one worked better for this particular mineral? Okay, now this came out of the polisher. It's hard to see, but it's a big green rock, and I'll try to get it. This is it dry, and I want to try to roll it over and show you something, so bear with me for a second. Okay, here it is again, and it's not showing up so well, but never mind. And here's just a big piece of, I guess, yellowish, orange, tan kind of jasper. It's just kind of pretty. It turned out really smooth. The last phase of this really makes the rocks feel really smooth. Now this is one of my favorite ones here. I really liked how this one turned out. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess, but that's kind of a grayish blue. And then under that grayish blue, like right there, it gets bluer. And then down here where these kind of rust stains are, right around the ridge of that outside ridge, it gets kind of a nice, beautiful blue starting. It just isn't going to pull off with this camera. Alright, moving on. I thought I better give you a good view of the other side of it. It's kind of really pretty, actually. And it's not going to show up as good as I wanted it. Alright, moving on. Here's another piece I really like. That red right there, that little band of red right in the center, really looks cool. I'll flip it over real quick and show it to you guys. Okay, here's the other side of it, flipped over. Yeah, it turned out really pretty. And here's another one we did. I'm guessing it's an agate of some sort. And you guys would probably know better than I would what these rocks are. If you know what they are, just holler them out there in the comments. It'd be really helpful. Thank you. Alright, here, moving on. I thought I better show this part of it here real quick. It's really beautiful right there. All right, now we're moving on. Here's another nice one. It's kind of a clear, more of a opaque or translucent, I should say, more translucent, and it fluoresces green, slightly green. So I'm guessing that might be a feldspar. Not exactly sure, but it is fluorescent, slightly green. I'll show you here in just a second. And again, I don't know how well I'm going to pull this off with my piece of equipment, but it's like when you do Vaseline glass, it's got that green to it, but it's hard to see right now. But the purple top left is the UV light itself, and the bottom left is where it's fluorescent green. If you can see the difference. I know it's a horrible image. I'm sorry, guys. All right, moving on. Now here's another one I found up by Chalice, just off the side of the road. It's green, and the bands are dark green and light green. And if anybody knows what it is, I'd love to know. Okay, thank you guys. I'll flip it over, give you another view of it, and keep on going. All right, here it is flipped over, and it's actually kind of coming through a little bit better. But yeah, it's a dark green with light green stripes through it. Thank guys for putting up with this. Here we are, here's another one. Really pretty. I love how the red just kind of, or whatever you would call that color, or dark orange or whatever, just kind of comes out in that one there. This camera really doesn't do them any justice, but they're really pretty good. Alright, I'll flip them over and we'll get going. Alright, here they are flipped over, and there's that guy flipped over. Okay, moving on, guys. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try to throw a bunch more out here and get them done a little faster for you. Thank you, appreciate you for putting up with it, and I hope you're enjoying some of these rocks. Like I say, if you have any idea what they are, go ahead and holler them out. Appreciate it. Yeah. And now this one here, I'll redunk this one real quick, but it's actually kind of blue. Let me do that real quick and I'll show you guys again. Okay, here I redunked it, and there you go, that's kind of it. And here's this guy again. Okay, moving on. Here we go. I'm trying to hustle this along. There's this. No idea. This guy here. And it kind of looks like a chicken heart there, but it's just a rock. This guy there. Alright, well thank you guys. I'm going to show you just a few more that I have. I got a couple of tools I want to show you, and we'll get this wrapped up. Okay, here we are. I think this is like a turtleback scraper or something like that. It's kind of hard to see. I'll flip it over here in a second after I get this. But yeah, it kind of looks like a tool or a scraper. Here's this guy, not sure what it is. Here's some pieces. This should be like a back of a spear, but yeah, they made that one out of quartz. That looks like that'd be tough to make it. Alright, I'll flip that turtleback scraper over and let you have a look at it. So there it is, slowly falling. Slow it there, and it fell down. Okay,